welcome to another episode of Gone Rogue. And in this episode of Gone Rogue, I am going to talk about the growing pains of this Los Angeles Lakers 2023-2024 season. So that is right. In this episode of Gone Rogue, I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions on the first 10 games that we see for this 2023-2024 Los Angeles Lakers, and hope that this is something that the Lakers can improve on. So let's start off. So the last thing that the previous episode of Gone Rogue, I talked about how I don't count the preseason Laker games. The first 6 preseason games are like nothing to me. It's just basically you're just trying out different type of rosters and lineups. But after preseason, after the preseason, Lakers start off with a loss on opening night, their first game, where Denver Nuggets received their championship wings. Lakers lost their game on their first game, but the second game, which was the official opening night home game for the Los Angeles Lakers, they were able to beat the Phoenix Suns. And a quick highlight summary: they weren't able to beat the Orlando. They're barely. There were some teams that they're supposed to beat, but Lakers ended up being 5-5 for the first 10 games of the season, and the Lakers ended up 6-6 for the first 12 games of the season. And I say 6-6 for the first 12 games of the season because last season the Lakers started off of 2-10, and that was a huge shock of last season. But for this season, it's not a shock. It's more like it's just some growing pains that the Lakers still need to figure things out. And if you watch my previous episode of Gone Rogue, I've never mentioned anything about Lakers going 10-2 for the first 12 games. Never said that. The growing pains of this Lakers season, after watching the first 12 games, is that there's so many things that needs to be ironed out before I can call this Lakers team a Western Conference Finals contender. Being 6-6 for the first 12 games, they're just looking like an average NBA team. They're not like a team that they should be fearful of. And to sum up last season in the Western Conference Finals, where they got swept by the Denver Nuggets, Lakers surprised many people. And looking at the first 12 games of this and compared to that, it's a different story. They're not the same team like the team that was in the Western Conference Finals. And that's okay. That is okay, because it's the first 12 games, and if the Lakers are still if the Lakers are still a 500 team before in like January, for example, or February, before the All-Star break, then I'd be genuinely be concerned that I can't call this Lakers team a Western Conference Finals contender compared to what we saw last season. And there are many things to work out on, because the last couple of games, we still don't know what this team is, the team's identity. We see some like quick spurts from several players, such as like Cam Reddish has been improving from like the second half of the 12 games that I mentioned, but something like Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes or D'Angelo Russell, there is some inconsistency, and the identity of this team that I can think of right now for this Los Angeles Lakers team is that recently Lakers can't be a rebounding team. If you look at the last couple of games, the Lakers aren't able to dominate on the boards where they can get rebounds, because that is just most annoying part. You have Christian Wood, you have Anthony Davis, you have Christian Wood, you have Anthony Davis, and you have Jackson Hayes to get those rebounds for you. And the Lakers aren't getting any rebounds, and that leads to the opponent getting those second chance points that should be for the Lakers, and they're toying on them. That we still don't have a definitive identity for this Los Angeles Lakers team, and I can't make what this team is until by the end of this year, by the end of 2023. But still, there's lots of growing pains and improvements that this team needs to be made. But what I will say, what I like from this Los Angeles Lakers team is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Where do I start off first? So let's start off with Anthony Davis being able to be more of a player that's being a durable player that can put up points. Yes, there's like one or two games that he hasn't been good, but if he plays like this without getting injured, or I'm fine with that. So that's for Anthony Davis. But let's talk about LeBron James. He's what, 39, 40? Don't know what his age is, but he's the way he's starting off this season, especially what I've seen in the last couple of games, that he's better than what we saw last season in the NBA. And that, you just have to appreciate greatness. Being in the NBA for like more than 20 years, I think it's 21. Being able to put up 33 points, 35 points, 37 points in these last couple of games, you just have to tip your hat off, and he's doing, given what he has. And it's not a good thing. No, it's a bad thing. It's more like a bad thing for the team, where other people need to step up, so LeBron James doesn't have to give it his all, especially in the first 12 games of this Lakers season. What I'm worried about the most is that he's going to break down halfway through the season, and season's over. Without LeBron James, this team is nothing. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on this Los Angeles Lakers team. Hopefully the Lakers can still drastically improve. There's lots of improvements to be made for this Lakers team. And yeah, so that's about it for this episode of Gone Rogue. If you like this video, please give this video a super huge thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below what you think about what I said. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out my other YouTube content on this channel. And thank you for watching Gone Rogue. And I'll definitely see you on the next one.